Welcome back to another edition of Litter Media Live, still on YouTube. Good to have you with us today. I'm Mike Smith along with Aaron Glandon for this Wednesday, July the 24th, 2024 edition. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I was just telling Aaron that I saved his life at least twice today.
Because he killed some spiders.
I'm
not a lover of spiders.
And I saved his life, Mom and Dad. I'll take small bills, unmarked bills.
I would have been all right.
Yeah.
I just would have freaked out a little bit.
He would have. He did. When he was off camera one day producing for Dan and I, he was flailing all over the.
Well, something dropped from the ceiling on me. How do you expect me not to do that?
I thought, what in the world happened to you? And he said it was a spider, and I thought.
Well, I thought it was a spider at first. It turned out to just be a stink bug. But it fell right on me. And if that was a spider, it was a big spider.
Yeah.
So I was scared.
Do we have any poisonous spiders around here? I don't know.
Brown recluse.
Okay.
Wolf spiders.
Wolf spiders. Woof. So now you know. Now you know the rest of the story. Our weather forecast today, a mixture of sun and clouds. We might see a shower or thunderstorm pop up in our region this afternoon, and those chances of rain will be with us into the evening and in the overnight to tomorrow morning. Looking for a high today, a Wednesday of 87, 83 on Thursday, then sunshine and 86 on Friday. We have a lot to tell you about in our news topics for today, including a rewind of a little bit of video from yesterday's special edition. By the way, if you were looking for a special edition that we told you about from Accurate Heating and Cooling and Plumbing, they had one of the guests that we had a family emergency, so we've rescheduled that in case you missed that this morning. When we come back, our news topics for the day here on Litter Media Live. Speaking of Accurate Heating and Cooling and Plumbing, they are your trusted comfort advisor and have been so for more than 4 decades, and they, good Lord willing, hope to be around a lot longer. Give them a call for heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Accurate is the number.
Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it.
Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit dixiechopper.com.
Find a career you love with Pickaway-Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway-Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Haynes Dental Healthcare Center is celebrating 50 years of serving the chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs of the community. Click on this ad anywhere you see it on littermedia.com, and it will take you right to their website to learn more. HaynesHealth.com.
Let's jump into the news for today. And by the way, don't forget to check out our website at littermedia.com for all of the latest. Ross County Junior Fairboard was the topic of a special edition yesterday morning where we spoke with 4-H educator Katie Wells and Junior Fairboard member Ava Palmer. Ava promotes their Stock the Trailer food drive going on at this year's fair.
Well, one of the new activities that we are doing this year is the Junior Fairboard is participating in a food drive, which is called Stock the Trailer. You can bring any kind of non-perishable food item to any Junior Fair event, and the Junior Fairboard will collect that. We're going to have a trailer set up somewhere along the fair. I think the location...
I think it's right by the large animal show arena.
Yeah, it's going to be there. So you can just put food in there anytime you'd like. We also have a Venmo right now that is going to be available until fair.
I think it's Roscoe JFB.
Mm-hmm.
But this food drive is something that counties all over Ohio are doing. It's a competition that is weight-based, so if we have a lot of food, then we win this competition. And the winning prize is about $5,000, which can really help our fair program.
So if you're going out to the Ross County Fair in a couple of weeks here when it fires up on August 3rd, if you can take a non-perishable food item with you, help the Junior Fairboard with that project.
Yeah. And you got the next story.
Effective immediately, State Route 104 in Pike County is once again closed in both directions between Long Fork Road and State Route 32. This is due to a bridge replacement project. Now, what makes this story kind of unusual is that on Monday, the work zone had reopened to one lane of southbound traffic, with the northbound lane remaining closed. But unfortunately, several motorists ignored signage and barricades and drove the wrong way, northbound in the southbound lane, through the closed work zone. This created a risk of serious head-on crash. A temporary traffic signal maintained in both directions of traffic isn't possible due to the work zone's proximity to State Route 32. I noticed there were some people commenting on our story. Well, why can't they just put, a traffic light up? Well, that's the reason why they can't. And the concern in that is that the southbound traffic waiting for a green light could easily back up the busy intersection of Route 32 and pose a safety hazard. But you can find out more in our website story.
The Ohio State Fair is open in Columbus, and here it is, the 2024 Butter Cow Calf in sculpture that salutes our nation's elite athletes. Have you seen these in person?
I've never been to the State Fair.
It's crazy how impressive these butter statues are. And how much work do you reckon, how much time goes into these?
Days, probably.
Days. It's made up of 2,000 pounds of butter. Oh, it says right here, it took about 450 hours to create. Shout out to the American Dairy Association Mideast for the annual exhibit.
Now, it would only make sense to me that when they're carving this out, you got to be in a refrigerated room.
Absolutely.
Now, you've seen these before.
Yes, I have.
Is the display put up in a refrigerated room?
It's behind glass, and I think it is refrigerated.
Yeah, makes sense. Of course, the athletic sculptures are tribute to, as Aaron mentioned, with the Olympics that are coming up.
Yeah, for our radio audience, there's one doing a gymnastics beam. They're upside down on there. That's just impressive.
That's me.
That's you? You do that?
That was me at the chiropractor yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Ohio Department of Natural Resources Division of Natural Areas and Preserves is holding special deer hunts at 8 state nature preserves across Ohio during the 2024-25 hunting season. These locations were identified as areas where deer populations pose a threat to native plant communities. The division is offering both gun and archery hunts this year. Special gun hunts will be offered at Bach Hollow and Stages Pond State Nature Preserves. Lake Catherine State Nature Preserve will offer archery, gun, and muzzleloader hunting opportunities.
And there's some other parks that are outside our area, but you can get all that information on our website story. As we've told you in the past, Fairfield County Health Department has a mosquito prevention program to try to mitigate the spread of mosquitoes, which can cause and carry disease. Some of the next spraying will be done tonight in Thurston, Pleasantville, Millersport, and Leaves Island. And then on Thursday evening, they go to Lancaster Campground and Stoutsville. Now, if you're concerned about what are they spraying, well, they have an EPA-certified product that kills adult mosquitoes, and they have a Fayette County Health Department marked vehicle that they'll be in, and they'll do this at dusk. And again, the chemical is not harmful to people.
The Tempest comes to Sugarloaf Mountain Amphitheater August 18th with one performance starting at 7:30 p.m. It's a one-night performance with tickets available at tecumsehdrama.com. Have you read The Tempest?
I think we had to in English.
I had to read it in World Lit in college.
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
Yeah. If you like Shakespeare, it's a classic. If you like Shakespeare. Our road report for today is the Pickaway County Engineers Office has closed Canal Road today between Mill Road and U.S. Route 22 in Pickaway County for road repairs. They believe that will reopen sometime Thursday, tomorrow. So if you, like my wife, you going to Circleville, like to go on Canal Road so you can see the herons that are standing or the turtles that are sunbathing, there in the canal. You won't be able to do that today because the road is closed. Dang. Sports is coming up next. Some good news for the Guardians and a weather note for the Reds. All that's coming up. Scioto Valley Dumpsters, 253-8389 for a free quote. Tell Carl that Litter Media sent you. They have these big orange dumpsters that they can bring to your property for a cleanup project or whatever you need to haul in such a large container. Give them a call, 253-8389.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our Kingston National Bank mobility app today.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
As a basketball coach and a dad, I need to be able to keep up.
Mark came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc.
I was so confident in Dr. Fleming, he explained everything.
Together, they decided on minimally invasive spinal surgery to relieve Mark's pain and get him back to what matters most. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Moving over to sports, for the second year in a row, Ohio Christian University's women's volleyball team has won the United States Marine Corps AVCA Team Academic Award, which is given to teams with a cumulative GPA, grade point average, of 3.3 or higher for the year. In addition, they received academic honor roll for being in the top 20% of grade point averages for a school team for the NAIA division. That's national, folks, so congratulations, ladies, not only getting it done on the court, but in the classroom.
Yeah. Paints host Lafayette tonight in Prospect League action, and the Reds were rained out last night against the Braves, but are making it up today as a day and night doubleheader, with Game 1 starting at 12:20 p.m., so just here in about an hour, and the nightcap at 6:05 p.m.
If you can get on a plane right now, you might be able to get down to Atlanta in time to see the first game.
And the Guardians were finally able to beat the Tigers last night in a 5-4 decision, picking up their 60th win of the season.
Yeah, as we talked yesterday, the Tigers have been pretty rough on the Guardians, but they finally get a W yesterday. We'll wrap it up with this date in history. We'll take you back to 1911 and I don't know if this is one of the 8 wonders of the world or not, but if not, it should be. That's all coming up here on Litter Media Live.
I thought there were 7 wonders.
No, there's 8.
Oh.
Maybe King Kong was the 8th wonder of the world. That's what
I think that's what it was.
Of course, there's really no King Kong, but
right.
In the movie, he was the 8th wonder of the world.
Yes. Litter Quality Propane. There's no bill when there's a fill. Contact Litter Quality Propane today about our metered gas service at litterpropane.com.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652. Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week. Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals, Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
We're going back in the time machine, this date in history, to the year 1911. American archaeologist Hiram Bingham gets his first look at the ruins of Machu Picchu, an ancient Inca settlement in Peru that is now one of the world's top tourist destinations. Tucked away in the rocky countryside northwest of Cuzco, Machu Picchu is believed to have been a summer retreat for Inca leaders whose civilization was virtually wiped out by Spanish invaders in the 16th century. Literally, for hundreds of years afterwards, its existence was a secret known only to the peasants living in the region. But that all changed in the summer of 1911 when Bingham arrived with a small team of explorers to search for the famous lost cities of the Incas. I mean, this place is incredible.
Yeah.
And to think that they did this maybe close to 1,000 years ago. I was watching a little bit of a video on it, and I guess there's kind of like a quarry that is nearby, so they didn't have to transport the rock very far. But it was literally using river stone to hammer out, I mean, the blocks that are in such perfect order, and the way they set them up. They said you can't even stick a knife between those blocks.
Oh, wow.
And there's no grouting or anything between them. I mean, that's incredible to have all that sized up and lined up in such a way. So
aliens.
The Egyptians, they don't have anything on the Incas.
Aliens.
Unless they were talking to one another. You think that's what it was?
I think the aliens helped them both, yeah. Same with Stonehenge. Stonehenge is what really gets me. I don't understand that.
In what aspect?
Because it's so old and those blocks are so huge.
Mm-hmm.
How did they do that?
We need to go back in the time machine to
That's
find
what
out.
I really think we do.
I tried to start watching the last Indiana Jones. First time I've seen that it's been on television.
Yeah.
And I went to the movie theater to see it, and I still think 1 and 3 were the best Indiana Jones
Those are the best
movies,
by far.
By far. So, but anyway, Machu Picchu, not discovered, but rediscovered, if you will, on this date in 1911. Thursday already for tomorrow.
Yes.
I think you have an assignment for tomorrow.
I do have an assignment for tomorrow.
And I'll be heading to probably Round Town tomorrow. If you need any pictures or anything taken in Circleville, let me know.
Well, I'll be there tomorrow.
No, I thought you were going to Pike County.
Oh, yeah, but I'll be in Circleville next week.
Okay, but not tomorrow.
But not tomorrow.
If if you go to Circleville looking for the
in
Pike
the wrong
County
place.
Fair, you're going the wrong way. But the busyness continues as county fair season continues. Again, Vinton County, I think they're wrapping up this week. Pike County Fair is next week. That's one of the reasons why Aaron will be going down there to talk with one of their representatives tomorrow, and maybe we'll have something for the show Friday.
I'd say we probably will.
Yeah, because a lot of the activities actually start this weekend. So until tomorrow, for our buddy Dan Ramey, this is
Aaron Glandon
and Mike Smith saying so long from all of us here at Litter